Have you ever heard of the mysterious car of Crestwood? A quaint, peaceful suburb, Crestwood was a place where nothing ever happened. Or so it seemed, until the arrival of a sleek, black sedan. This enigma of a vehicle sat silently outside the dilapidated mansion on Elm Street, its darkened windows revealing nothing of its interior, the outside world reflected in its polished, ebony surface. The car's sudden appearance sparked a wave of hushed conversations and nervous whispers among the locals. Its unclaimed presence, combined with the unapproachable facade of the old mansion, stirred a blend of curiosity and fear in the hearts of Crestwood's residents. The car, with its mystifying aura, became a silent spectre in the community, an unsolved riddle that hung heavy in the air. Children dared each other to approach it, while adults threw it suspicious glances, their minds filled with unanswered questions. And so, the car sat, shrouded in mystery, its secrets locked away behind its tinted windows. One stormy night, curiosity overcame fear for one brave or perhaps foolish teenager named Jake. As the heavens unleashed a torrential downpour, Jake found himself drawn to the sleek, black enigma that was the sedan. Armed with nothing more than a flashlight, he approached the car, hesitating slightly before the driver's side door. To his surprise, it creaked open on its own, as if beckoning him into the car's shadowy interior. Overwhelmed by a potent mix of courage and curiosity, Jake stepped into the vehicle. The interior was immaculately clean, with a low hum that seemed to seep into his bones. Despite the unease that prickled at his senses, Jake couldn't resist the temptation to sit in the driver's seat. As soon as he settled in, the car roared to life, its engine growling like some primal beast. Panic surged through Jake as the car took control, its steering wheel moving with an eerie autonomy. In an instant, Jake's curiosity turned into a nightmare as the car took control. With a mind of its own, the car hurtled through the deserted streets of Crestwood. There was a palpable sense of dread enveloping young Jake as he grappled with the steering wheel, his every attempt to regain control proving futile. It was as though the car was possessed, its movements dictated by an unseen force, navigating the winding roads with an eerie precision that defied logic. The atmosphere was thick with an uncanny silence, broken only by the guttural growl of the car's engine and the swirling wind outside. The streetlights flickered ominously, their feeble glow casting long, dancing shadows that skittered along the car's sleek exterior. The vehicle's relentless speed seemed to mirror the pounding of Jake's heart, each beat echoing his growing fear. As the car sped on, Jake's desperation grew. The once familiar streets of Crestwood became a blur, distorted by the twisted reality he found himself trapped in. The car moved with an unnatural agility, its path unerring, its destination unknown. Suddenly, the vehicle veered towards an abandoned bridge at the town's outskirts. Jake's blood ran cold as he realized the car showed no signs of slowing down. His panic morphed into sheer terror, the specter of impending doom looming large. But just as he braced for impact, the car screeched to a sudden halt, teetering precariously on the edge of the precipice. With a screeching halt at the edge of a precipice, Jake's wild ride came to an abrupt end. In the aftermath of this terrifying ordeal, the car released Jake, returning to its eerie silence. Jake, soaked to the bone from the storm and trembling with residual fear, found himself alone on the edge of the abandoned bridge. His heart pounded in his chest as he replayed the horrifying journey in his mind. He looked back at the black sedan, its engine silent now, its windows still an impenetrable abyss. It sat there, unmoving, as if the terrifying ride had been nothing more than a figment of his imagination. Jake stumbled back into town, the echoes of his own screams still ringing in his ears. The black sedan remained, a silent sentinel outside the old mansion on Elm Street. Its presence became the stuff of hushed whispers and fearful glances. The residents of Crestwood, once curious, now viewed the vehicle with a mix of dread and fascination. They could not shake the feeling that the car had a mind of its own, a chilling sentience that chose its victims with calculated precision. Jake, forever marked by his encounter, grew up with a wary eye cast towards the black sedan. It haunted his dreams, a spectral reminder of a night he wished he could forget. The black sedan of Crestwood remains a spectral reminder that some mysteries are better left unsolved, and some cars are not what they seem.